All right, well, hot on the heels of defeating Apocalypse 3 Glenwall, I thought we would go back to a place we have not been in a while. Hey, Martin, welcome. We're going to get Gildenburg rocking, and it is time for Apocalypse 6 to enter the chat. Every item, initial gear accepted, gets a random negative attribute modifier. Okay, so that's slightly different than what I thought it was. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on in and see what this gear looks like that is now going to have negative effects associated with it. This seems like it might be a little painful if I'm being honest. So they said starting gear accepted. So starting gear is normal. So we're gonna have to go a bit further in, and it looks like, all right, we got a very favorable sensor layout here. Gildenburg has some good things going on. I don't love seeing a hand crossbow and a scepter in the mix, but we may just have to make do with what we've got. So first off, we have Torge, rhymes with George, obviously. Comes with a focus ring, a leather cap with some dodge on it, a wooden crossbow, some worn greaves, and that. Wow, and somehow we're still at 8% total dodge, despite minus 5% from the worn greaves. Why is that not showing up in the dodge total? That's interesting. I guess gear is +2 net. So, oh yeah, we have 5 here. Got it. Okay. So Torge here is a trader, which I'm a fan of. Clumsy, which I am not a fan of. And Steadfast, which is fine. And they're going to be rocking the poison and defense trees and do have Harvester. And since they are currently holding a hand crossbow, I am obligated to check for these. So Lucas, tips for order of buildings to build. What I have been doing in my Apoc 5 runs is I have been upgrading the 2 initial houses that start, so you get up to 4 workers, then tearing down a 4 spot for that, then building 2 more houses with the proceeds of that, and then I've been upgrading those 2. That gets me up to 8 total workers. And then if I can eke out a gold mine, which I don't think I can, I will try to do that. And then I like to get my mines operational, and then night 3 is seer all day, every day, and then night 4 is in if we can swing it. Oh my gosh, we have 2 Torges. We have Torge 1 and Torge 2. Amazing. We may adjust Torge 2's name. I kind of like the thing 1, thing 2 type of thing. So Torge here is rocking a... So they have Initiator, they have Quantity versus Quality, they have Volatile. So they have all the things I'm looking for, except they are lacking Harvester. And they are Surgical, Muscular, and an Illusionist. Kind of wondering if that makes them better. Now, one other question that I had is back in the day, you received a bonus to the skill that... the damage type that you come with a starting weapon on, and I don't know if that's still the case. I don't actually know where we would find the tooltip for that. It's not here. They don't break down the damage types, so hard to say. But anyways, Anita is paired up with 2 Torges. She is Snotty, Strong, and a Wildling. Those are not great pulls. And she is rocking... she's rocking poison and this. Okay, so we got some poisonous options here. You don't have spiky counter. I'm looking for someone that we could go... Oh, everybody's a bodybuilder. All right, so no spiky counter in our initial setup. I've been having some discussions on the Discord about using potentially poisonous here. But I'm kind of wondering if we call an audible here. I think this is much more reasonable to do than it was before, to just swap weapons here. and make our two Torges look a little bit different. Now, Opportunism, not that interested. The damage type is on the character sheet. Let me take a look again here. William, where, oh where? So I see secondary attributes. I see damage here, but it doesn't break down the sub-damage types. Maybe I'm just blind. Oh, there they are. Okay, so it's 103 across the board. So yeah, so they have removed that. So it behooves us in the early game to look and redistribute. So like, for instance, this character is a perfectly valid magic user. This Torge has the perks to support a hand crossbow long term. So I think this is a good setup for us. And then any particularly awful gear, you still have 10% accuracy, you're fine. You're sitting at the -4 though. I don't like -4, and I also don't like heavy armor on our tanks, as ironic as that probably is. So I'll probably do something like that. Okay, but let's get this party started and hope that we don't get too wrecked here on night number 1 of Gildenburg. So let's see, we can move to here. We still have some movement, and then, oh man. I'm gonna see if I can just slow everybody down here enough that I don't have to retreat. You're not making it. You are making it. So let's do another 2 there. Oh, you're moving. You're moving fast, aren't you? Huh. So if I move to here, this one is moving in, so I think technically we can move up 1 and hopefully put in some damage here. Alright, we may take a hit. I would not put it past us. And then what was our mana situation? Okay, it's not that bad. We don't have any skill range, so I think... Oh, can't do that. Alright, we'll armor up to make sure we're on the safe side, but this character is going to have to be a little judicious about their usage of resources. That feels pretty bad. Huh. Let's see. So I can use a punch here. That doesn't feel too bad. Then that should be a nice momentum kill. And then I think, yeah, we just retreat to here and we should be good. Now, hopefully Anita is not taking too much heat. But yes, thank you, William, for pointing that out. Now, Turtle Stance. Where the heck is Turtle Stance coming from? The defensive Turtle Charm. Has this always had Turtle Stance? It's +3 block. That's interesting. All right. Now, the good news is we have kind of a natural funnel here, so we really don't have to worry about... The furthest these can come is down this way, so I'll probably, as much as possible... I'm going to take 1 step this way, because I am going to use a blaze here. Might as well soften some folks up. And then I wanted to come over here and have enough left to get this thing dead. Alright, that did seem to work. And then this looks like a safe spot to be. Alright, cool. We have 6 mana regen here, so I think I can afford a couple of those. Can't go too wild with them. Oh. The humanity. Alright. Punch. And then we will retreat to here. Yep. That's all good. Oh, that would have been... Ooh. Ooh. 3 actions left. Alright, I think I just have to do that. Losing those 3 actions to accuracy was not my idea of a good time. Wow, did that guy just single-handedly give us, yeah, 2 damage? Dang. What an absolute beast. Oh, the dodges are truly a thing to behold. Let's see. I think we're gonna need to run for the hills here. I think we'll get this mostly done. Now, get you. Now I'm going a little deep here, for sure. I think if I move to here, I can at least get 2, but I've spent more mana than I necessarily wanted to. Now let's see, over here, I can put 1 here and 1 here, so why don't we just do that? The hand crossbow early is not necessarily the weapon that I'm looking for. Let's see, we'll toss one of those on you, and then another retreat is in order. You can armor up. I think we're going to be just fine. So, primary goal here is to not spend mana that we don't have the ability to recoup at this point. We've spent what we can spend here, so I'm going to attempt to do this without dipping into our reserves. Poison is super effective against the armored guys. I should probably not sleep on that too terribly much. Gosh. For having the draw on... I think we can do 1 more of these. Okay. And then I don't think we need to run away, so I'm just going to give this guy a little love tap. Okay, looks good. Move you back. More and more? Okay. There we go. Who am I leaving actions on? Alright, you're too far out of it to do much anything. You got that. There we go. It is fun watching the enemies miss defenses. It is not fun watching me miss defenses, though. Don't get it twisted. One of these is great. I mean, I'll put 2 punches in here. There's no... I don't think there's any value in using the using my action points any other way. Now, do you have Harvester? I feel like Anita was... No, not part of the Harvester Club. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is come back here and try and take this guy out with a second second round. Put one of those there because you're definitely going to die. Okay, everything looks good here at the moment. Just toss that up. Yeah, Doodle. It's the darkest timeline when you're not part of the Harvester Club. The Harvester Club is exclusive, and it is the club everyone wants to be in. Now, we have 9 mana regen here. We could afford to spend 2 more. But, yeah, again, Harvester not on the menu. So I'll put 1 there, I guess, and then that's pretty much all we get, I think. Who has leftover action points? We do. How are you doing, Doodle? What's new and exciting? More than anything, William, more than anything. That to me is an overhaul of the way that they think about mana, I think is the most direly needed change. With allowing you to draft units at the start of the playthrough being a close second. I think that would just be transformative to be able to have a little bit more agency in what your roster looks like. It would make the first night that much more satisfying and enjoyable, I feel like. Well, let's see. If I move you to like here, you can get them and them. I should have just used a poison there to get rid of you. You're not going to make it too far in. Actually, I'm gonna, given that we have as many action points as we have over here, I think I'm just gonna armor up and try and take a bit of the heat for our walls that now produce poison. Poison? Now produce panic. Yeah, so that was a minor hit there that's gonna pay major dividends over here. So let's see. I think I'm just gonna use both my poisons to take this guy out. Hasta la Mista, baby. So what I've been thinking about, William, is, so you know in the inn, there's information about the characters that you may draft is pretty sparse, right? You don't get a ton of information about the characters that you're potentially drafting. And my 2 cents on that is that I think it would be very interesting to give you an interface like that, where you can't really tell exactly who you're getting, but you can get some information about them, like, you know, how many action points do they have, etc. I think we just wait for next turn. Let's take a look at our kills and just see. So 25 on Torge, 28 on Torge, 27 on Anita. So that means our Scepter friend probably is the person who we want to get the majority of the remainder of the kills on. So we'll see what we can do. So yeah, so if they gave you some limited information, so you couldn't perfectly construct someone, right? You wouldn't know if they have Harvester, etc. I think it would be great. And, you know, like my thought at the time, although, you know, this is, this has changed substantially since the game has changed substantially since I made the recommendation, was to give a grid of 9 heroes, give all the information that you normally get in the inn on those heroes, and then have 3 of them have melee weapons, 3 have ranged weapons, and 3 have magic weapons. And that would let you tailor your run a bit without having complete control, but you could do some interesting themed runs, right? You could be like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to do a all magic users run, or, you know, something like that. All right, so the mist sensors are less kind this time. Now, I'm going to do my standard build here, which is upgrade. Oh yeah, upgrade, yeah. I was going to say, does Gildenburg have no 4 spots? But it does have 1 4 spot. And then 2 more houses. And then I think I'm going to upgrade 1 of them. Get rid of a 3 spot, because Gildenburg is a little bit of a shorter setup. Oh man, have the gold mines always been 72 when upgraded? That's a pricey something or other. No way we're taking a novice power staff, so that'll get the easy reroll. Uh-oh, are you just not going to give me a weapon here, game? You're going to force me to take pants? All right, we're rolling all the way down because we need a weapon. A pistol ain't it, Chief. But okay, we should have been looking more closely. So yeah, so each of the items has a minor detractor on it at Apocalypse 6. This one is -2 magic damage, this is propagation damage, and this is minus melee damage. I feel like it would be cool if they went the extra mile and like the green box where the +15 armor is. It'd be kind of nice if they put a red box around the negative that was added by Apocalypse 6. But I realize not a lot of people are playing on Apocalypse 6, so it's probably not worth the investment. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Voight, what's new and exciting? Oh, okay, so we can pick up a 2-handed sword. That's decent. Man, do I want to go all hybrid characters? Because right now I'm like, there's a temptation for me to give Anita the pistol to go kind of like a momentum build, but I also loved the pistol in conjunction with the scepter during my last run, or the run before that. I guess at the beginning of this, I said that my last run was the Glenwall 5 run. Technically, we did the let's check out the beta branch run after that. So I think, yeah, let's go pistol scepter again. I think that's cool. Very cool. Let's do our level ups, I guess. It's accuracy or bust, I feel like here. Okay, that was huge. Finally installed the beta and gave both the 3x gold mine and the no gold mine only item seldings build a go. What were your findings? I'm super curious. We have 5% crit. I mean, a blue crit power is hard to say no to, I think, right now. And then not the skills I like to see. The hero not moving skill is not that great. Fatality is probably going to come in helpful. We were having a hard time securing kills as it was. Now, Torge number 1. I think if you can get that early accuracy, I think you gotta go for it. And then we'll just take the momentum. Okay, we do have Harvester here, so we need to remember that that Scepter Torge is our only one. Okay, we've gotten very lucky with accuracy, and I think just you probably didn't need the accuracy as much, but where's your accuracy coming from? It's all from traits. Okay, yeah. So you're done on accuracy at this point. I don't mind that at all. And then I think for a hand crossbow character, we go for range damage. I don't see... Do we have flexibility here? We do. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Speaking of which, I have 59 gold. I think I really... Now, are you rushing to 3 gold mines before you get, say, second weapons on characters? That would be my only question, because that's there's always a temptation, but I feel like second weapons are so important. But you could also go 1 gold mine, and 1 gold mine is a lot more beneficial than it used to be. Oh, it's hard to say no to range damage here. I think we'll just go for it. And then over here, isolated units. I think steady aim is... No, we already have enough accuracy. It would be... I think it would be too much. I'm eyeing cheer. There's a part of me that says that that could be good. Mana growth is something we'll probably pick up in the long term, but we need more sustain to make that work. Potion throw is also fixed, but it's going to be a while before we can take advantage of that. Probably go with cherry picking. Okay, so let's see. So one thing we could... How bad do we think this second night is going to be? Oh, interesting. Okay, so I went my standard, well, my standard but slightly scaled back 7 worker build so that I could tear down the rest of things. For Gildenburg, I think that's going to mean that we're going to have an excess. So I was thinking about trying to get 1 gold mine here. We would need to sell some hats, I reckon. Or some pants. Don't think I care about either of those. $5.10. That puts us at 69.74. I think that's isn't that exactly what we need? We need 72. All right. So yeah, so we'll sell these. I'm gonna try going the single weapon build here to get 1 gold mine going, but I am not citing this as a valid strategy. Yes, indeed, Doodle. Yes, indeed. And then I think we have enough to put down a pair of catapults, but that seems a little excessive. So I'm just going to put down the 1 catapult, and I'm going to pool a little bit here. But this... Oh, and I did sell the... Torch is going to be kind of in the thick of things, too. But I think Anita is going to be the most exposed. So now the question is, at 22 a pop for unupgraded weapons, I don't think we can afford to liquidate anymore. So this is going to be interesting because we have a severe lack of weaponry. So let's see how that goes. Okay, the attack seems relatively consolidated at least, but we are definitely out of position. So we're gonna do that and then retreat, and then next turn we'll have a better capacity for things. Can you get anybody? Oh, that's a very unfortunate. Let's see if on the way to where we're going, can you now get this? Yeah. Extra production on 1 armor maker? Okay. I can see it. Now let's see, we have 5 actions left, but we're gonna need... We're going to need those 5 actions to get retreating, I think. Although this is... We could create like a human barrier here that would be pretty effective, I think. Okay, I think we can just brace here. But obviously first turn was not what we like to see. We're going to be playing catch up from here on out. Yeah, that does seem very strong, to be sure. Let's see. I think we start with Blaze here. I think we can take 1 step forward and 1 step over to get those 2 sorted out, and then... Yeah, I can certainly see the power. Oh, I think it's that runner that's that's causing trouble, so I'm gonna get in here and get rid of it so that I can get a better view of what's going on. I so rarely use Hammer of Fate. We have 7 mana regen. I mean, this is probably the better use. Yeah, I think so. Okay, there's still a runner back here. That's really the only thing that's going to be causing us too much heartburn. I kind of want to be on this side just because of the balance of things. So I'll probably do that. And then I think I can move to here. Oh yeah, we do have the pistol on you. I forgot we do have second weapons on some folks. Okay, I'm gonna try and push in that direction in a second. I think during the next phase we'll see what we can do about ramping up production. See if it is see if it's too late also while we're at it. Let's see. Fatality, don't sleep on it. I tell you what. Let's see. So I think okay, we need to move you out of the way before we use our second blaze. We can secure that kill. This guy is not going to make it that far, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, we'll just move to here. Now, you still have actions, and you have lots of actions. So let's get rockin' and or rolling. I think we're not too worried about that side. So I think I'm looking forward to flexibility on Torge, I think. And then I'm just going to finish this guy off, and then I think... Did I go too deep? I might have went a little too deep. I don't think it's too bad. Now, let's see. You have 4 movement left, which is plenty. So I think we'll just do that and tuck ourselves into the corner there. In the corner, we only get adjacency from 2, which is not terrible. Oh, wow. Still did just the tiniest bit of damage there. Didn't expect it. I'm already acting like I'm, like I have flexibility, but I do not. But don't sleep on scepters, kids. Oh, come on now. So now we're in mana debt if I'm not careful here. I'm gonna try and use a few attacks here to get you unlocked. That's my... Oh, is that... Oh, this one? That one's the kill? Okay. Not quite as useful. And then... I guess we'll take a step back. I'm gonna use one more of these. Just to continue softening up the masses. Don't unlock you? Are you locked up, Doodle? Oh, do you want to be Anita? Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I just had a thought. Let me know if you need a rename, Doodle. We have 2 Torges also, if you're in the market for Torgery. Let's see. 2 actions left and 2 movement. I think we gotta duck out. Not a great place to leave. Not not a great place to leave Anita here. Okay, but I think, I don't know, I kind of like where I think we're going with this one. So get the runners down as best we can. Oh, that wasn't a kill. That caught me off guard. I think I'm going to use you to clear this out, hopefully. There we go. Probably not the greatest timing on that one, because we're gonna be floating a little bit of something or other. And then over here, I'm kind of going deep on the mana, but we got this side kind of sorted out, so I think it's time to reconsolidate this way. Okay. Just scoot back like this. I think these two can take it, so I'm not too terribly concerned. Although getting rid of him is just one less thing to worry about. Yeah, and these two, having two characters standing next to each other does reduce attack surface, so... Oops, didn't really want Torge to take that hit, but that's okay. I don't want to use our momentum shot here up too early. Yeah, because it was going to be substantial. We still have 3 movement, so I think I'll probably do that and then get a bit of a drive-by as we go. There we go, not bad. Then I'm just gonna... Oh. Missed the fatality on that one. Rookie move. Okay. Now you still have a full complement of actions here. Just get those guys poisoned up. They're not gonna make it to our walls at all. All right. Good enough. Want to check kills again. We haven't picked up any XP, so 50 for Torge, 56 for Anita, and 67 for other Torge. So hand crossbow Torge is unsurprisingly a little bit lacking. So we'll give him the remainder of the kills. Okay. Not bad. So we're gonna get a good cash infusion from building the houses, which may not be worthy of the 3 gold mine strat, but still, I think it has value. So we'll tear down this for sure, and then we're already out of 3 ruins. But we're sitting pretty on gold, I feel like. Scepter with multi-hit. Does that move the needle for us? So the minuses seem pretty minor, right? Like 2 momentum, 3 mana, 2 crit. So they don't seem too soul crushing. As much as I like this scepter, I think we roll for... We already have that character set up, and we already have a level 1. Ooh. Now, a Journeyman's Magic Orb of the legendary +1 variety. That's going to be hard to say no to. Does this pair well with a hand crossbow? I think the answer is no, but I'm not too opposed to try. It'll just help with action economy. We'll get some isolated targets, etc. Now we have 4 workers left, which is probably just going to be 2 more ruins. Whoops. And now comes, I think, the economy phase of our shenanigans. We are a little short of the seer, and we still need a second weapon for Anita. I wanted to go like a poison dagger build. Anita has poison. And organic armor and bodybuilder. And blood magic. Maybe we try it out. I'm willing to get a little weird with it. But are we gonna want... So I'm tempted to pick up an armor maker just to get things cooking. We already got our 2 gold mines, so we're gonna have a fairly large amount of money. I think we need another house. Or excuse me, we need our last house upgrade. Because next turn, well, we're not gonna have that many places to put all of our workers. I don't think a scavenger camp is what's in the cards. We can pick up... We could just invest heavily. Grab the Archdruid Staff and the Steel Dagger. We lose mobility, but let's take a look at... So Anita's going to be getting 1 perk, which I would be picking up Poisonous. But it's really hard to make Poisonous work without defensive stats. And we don't even have Toxic Leech, so we have to be very careful. The temptation is real. Maybe we just pick up the dagger and not the staff for the moment. That puts us at 59, which is no longer a useful place to be, because all these are too expensive. We can still get the worker, though, so I think we pick up the worker. Let's do our level ups. Yeah, just straight damage. I'm not mad at it. Where was that? Our accuracy's at 10. I think that's okay for now. We'll want that to get a little higher. Skill range. Ooh. 2 skill range there is sick. So I'm gonna grab Avid Learner first, because we're not ready to soak in the terribleness. Now you have 2% accuracy, so we're gonna pick up an accuracy almost for sure. And then we're looking for... You are our harvester, so daily mana is not useful. We'll take momentum. These momentums aren't very big. I'll take the damage too, just because we're at -10 right now, which doesn't feel great. But I think we're going for a momentum build, so I'm not gonna roll the dice any more aggressively there. We'll take Avid Learner here, and I think Sprint was super valuable for us. We unfortunately can't trigger Vampire. We could also go for the whole team having Toxic Leech and just have 1 poison generator and everybody benefiting from it. There's something kind of alluring about that idea. Because what else are we going to take? I think we still take Sprint. We'll just need to find a way to make that happen in the future. And then over here, propagation damage. Hard to say no to that with a hand crossbow build. And you're at 20 accuracy, so yeah, I think damage is our priority, and getting that XP going is going to be beneficial as well. Now, We don't have a long-range character, which means we're probably just going to have to... I think Torge is our weakest link, so we're probably just going to have to do that. We'll put a catapult here in case we need it. And I think that's going to do it for the moment. I want to get... So you can stand here. Okay, so we'll probably put you like here. In hopes that things don't get too crazy. And just for the time being, I think Torge doesn't have a ton of AoE, so I'll put the Torges together, and we'll just have to hope and pray. Oh, we have a worker still? Oh, guess we'll grab that. Does 23 gold make a difference? It probably would have, if I had noticed it sooner. The Knight Shield doesn't seem like a terrible investment. The Mana Potion, we're gonna be taking advantage of that on a couple of our characters, because Torge doesn't have another method for getting back mana, and we're gonna be doing some hand crossbow shots, so I think that's good for business. And then, do you want to start working on walls a little early? Nah, let's just let things pool. Alright, into night 3 we go. The sun is fading. Well, there is no character more equipped to get in here and do some work, so... Not a bad opening salvo there. I don't really want to go any deeper, though, so I think we'll just do that. And then use an action point just to take a little step back so that we're not super deep. And then we have skill range now, so let's hop the gap here. Should have used perforate there. That's an easy one. And then I think this mist sensor is gonna get in the way, so I'm just gonna zap it. And at least for now, we'll use our increased range on Torge to get a little bit of work done. Can I? Yeah, okay, if I move to here, I can zap this dude. There we go. All right. I think we're in good shape. And then you're at 45 of 52 mana, so we might as well use this before we forget. Just that little bit of sustain that comes from early potions. So this side feels like the more manageable side, so I think I'm going to use up my action points over here as best I can. And then try and provide some help to other Torge. Okay. Hey, I'm Mega. Welcome to the stream. I'm always excited when I hear new people are picking up the last spell, because I think it's such an incredible game. I'm just super excited to hear it picking up steam. So I think that there's a certain amount of, like, you know, adapting to the new branch that is important. I do not think that it got more difficult. I do think, though, that it pushed players heavily towards a more economy-centric build, right? Economy is king now. So what that means is getting your production buildings upgraded, getting gold mines going so that you can get the resources that you need. All of those things are particularly important, but I'm like absolutely over the moon about the changes. Like, I think that they have done a lot of really smart things and pushing the game forward in all the directions that I want it to. I loved that it was a classless system, and I was never a particularly big fan of the fact that that classless system had a lot of classes in it, in the sense that, you know, like you would get a character, they would be locked into ranged because, you know, you got an initial starting bonus to range damage, etc. So yeah, so I'm very bullish about the game overall. Like, I think that they've done a lot of very smart things, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. But I think the damage rework is going to be really great for build diversity, among other things. Let's see. Okay, so if we step forward one more, we get a much nicer grape shot. So let's do that. And then, well, how do I want to handle this? I think I want to kind of get myself in the middle here a little bit. Oh, dang. I didn't have... All right, I guess am I cutting through? The cutting through is not going to go well, so I think I'm just going to zap you and maybe zap you if at all possible. Yeah, and then I'll just retreat this way. Okay, so we gotta do a little bit of work here, I think. We only have 5 mana regen on Anita and nothing to bolster it, but I think I'll still spend 3 just to get these ones going. And then if I move to here, yeah, we can get you, give you a little stabberino. Momentum to there. Oh, and then I'm just out of actions. Ooh, very disappointing. All right, and then we're gonna pick up the rabble over here with Torge the Second, the Revenge of Torge. Yeah, I'm super excited about the damage rework, and I think that in the long term, very good news on the economy front, because I mentioned this in the patch notes video that I made about the changes. I think that the game is most fun when you're kitting out characters and making them kind of like heroically strong. And so the fact that there's a significant amount more gear just available due to the production being kind of like the dominant strategy, it feels great from my perspective. Let's see, you're not going to make it that far, so we can kind of ignore you, zap these two, and then kaboom you. All right, looks good. All right, now on to this. We don't get the kill in one with the pistol, I think. Oh, the fact that grappling shot is not reliably getting kills on bats is a bummer. We got that one, we got lucky, but I think that's going to be something we're going to have to address post haste. So we're just going to go down the line here and zap all these fools. The beauty of the early scepter. And I guess we just are going to take a hit from this guy, because I was a little lazy on that one. Let's see. So I'm going to take a step back and just get rid of you. And then I'm gonna zip over here for a second. Three actions left. I think. Oh, if I do that. Actually, this works. Okay, so I'll perforate. Then I will use that to secure the remainder of the movement and then tuck myself in this corner. Okay. We're going to have to come back to this side again because things are getting a little close, but we'll probably just use a catapult to pare things back just a touch. But yeah, so I love the game when I'm kind of like making difficult decisions about cool items. Like, to me, that's a very rewarding play style. So I love the economy rework because it creates so much more capacity for me to be like, okay, what's the right weapon in this particular case? So I think iMega, that's very, very normal, and like getting your build order right is like such an important part of the game. So I can give you like my Cliff Notes version of what I think is the the way to go. Oh, I hate that I'm... Oh, actually, we have Fatality. Oh, the Fatality's on the wrong one. You're at 24. We can only do... What is our current threshold? Up to 19. Boo! Boo, I say. All right, we'll just do that, and then this guy may cause us a little bit of a problem. But yeah, so that's a big part of the strategy is how do you take advantage of it? From my perspective, sorry, I keep getting distracted. The best build that I have found so far has a heavy focus on early game worker production. So I go for early workers because I want to make sure that my seer has sufficient workers to power it, because from my perspective, the seer is like the most important upgrade that you can potentially be investing in. Now over here, I think I'm a little worried we're gonna have some problems here, so I think what I'm gonna do is we have tons of mana. But I do have to move forward a little bit to get it. This is likely a waste of one of two charges, but we have the mana, so hopefully that propagates straight back. Yeah, we didn't. We did not get the love. But yeah, so we were just talking a bit before that, you know, there's certainly an argument to be made for the value of going early gold mine as well. But right now, I'm all about the workers to get like our engine kind of going. I found out I really like the mana crystal / mana growth mana fuel build lately. So I have not tried that one. That's an interesting observation. I've certainly thought about like the big mana pool builds. I always have a tendency to go the direction of sustain over like mana pool size, but you do get some interesting perks with mana pool size. Okay, we'll get rid of you and then just come all the way back here. All right, and then as predicted, we just need a little bit of help over here. Of course, we're not quite going to get it. Okay, that's spending resources we don't necessarily have, but or mana that we're not going to recoup at least. So if we move here, we get the visibility on you, which means you go away. Yeah, we spent too much mana here, so I'm gonna chill a little bit on that one. I do have a little bit of Tainted Essence, so I've played a couple rounds of the game. iMega. It is a true statement. But yeah, I think that my strategy has always revolved around the seer being kind of like the dominant upgrade. If you're getting one thing, from my perspective, getting the seer is the thing to get. Let's see. Let's just do that. That was not great. We'll leave these two for you, and we'll just kind of hop over here. We have two more actions, but we can't do a lot with them. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna tuck ourselves in here, and then you still get 8 workers on day 2. Yeah, I guess that's true. You do certainly catch up, don't you? 5 baddies left. I am slightly unconcerned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that on my next playthrough, I think, for sure. We'll have to see how that goes. Now, we absolutely starved this Torch for XP this night. I feel bad about it, but it is what it is. Either way, we survived. We have serious gold mineage going. Everybody got a level up, which is good. Bad sensor placement on this night for sure. Okay, so I think absolutely, I mean, you have a lot of flexibility with this map in not needing to get the seer particularly early, but I think we've overstayed that welcome pretty substantially. And then really obnoxious sensor placement. The spear with the action point is quite the temptation. I may grab that, we'll see. But let's see, we have 5 workers left and not enough ruins to even consume them all, it looks like. So I think we'll do those 2 and then get 1 more gold mine production. Oh, let's see. So how many knights do we even have? We only have 4 more knights. How many characters are you supposed to have by the end of Gildenburg? I don't even know. I think this is going to be our... I think night 1, I'm just going to spread folks out a bit. You have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so this'll blow up this sensor, no problem. You can stab that sensor. Well, maybe we have you take out the sensor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably plenty. Okay, we'll do that. Now, for production buildings, armor is just always good for business. But the question is, do I have... I don't think I have someone for whom the spear is particularly advantageous. We could certainly put it on Torge, but I think the pistol's getting outclassed, but I'm going to roll because, among other things, we should be getting level 2 items at this point, I think. We're getting all level 1s, so I'd like to find something a little better. The Mithril Dagger is nice, but I think we already have... Which Torge has the dagger? Oh, it's Anita that has the dagger. Yeah, our dagger is already better than that. This doesn't have a lot of oomph on it. Hammer with isolation? That doesn't really replace the sword, I don't think. We rolled deep here. I don't think that's what we needed in our life, but dodge, damage, and stun chance, health, damage. We'll probably go for the reinforced greaves, because I don't think the adamantium great axe is particularly alluring. I wouldn't mind getting your accuracy up, and then your accuracy is already pretty high, and the magic damage doesn't hurt. Upgrade to the hand crossbow, not that interesting. I'm tempted to go pretty heavy on potions. But none of this... I mean, I always love a rusty sledgehammer. You can put that in my epitaph. Alright, Anita has 2 level ups to do. Accuracy's looking decent. So I'll grab some crit. I believe we picked up a crit power on her early on. And I'm thinking about going like big health build with poisonous, toxic leech, organic armor. So let's start rolling in that direction. Yeah, absolutely, Jokewa. No question about it. That is its biggest advantage. And then we'll take a poison upgrade if we're going that direction, right? Get our poison damage up a little bit. Grab poisonous, and then bodybuilder's a 17% damage increase already. Whew. Well, it's almost a 17% damage upgrade. That is, that's some strong something or other. Let's grab that. Just so that Anita's hitting a little harder. Now, Torge number 1, your accuracy is still terrible. This will sort it out kind of permanently. So, we don't mind that. And then we will roll for momentum. Opportunism is a close second. Longer weapons could be pretty attractive here. Yeah. That gives us more flexibility with where we put our pistol shots, among other things. Whoa. It's Christmas. Shame we don't want any of these. We should probably be over here, though, primarily looking for propagation damage, etc. We'll take the XP gain, and then we'll take the damage. I don't think any of those were particularly useful. I guess the resistance decrease could have been pretty interesting. Steady aim I would grab if we weren't so flush with resources. So for tonight's wave, we're going to grab a second catapult. And then there's a temptation to start building some walls. I'm always amazed by how difficult it is to get walls built. I guess I could probably, yeah, we'll do something like that. At some point we'll need doors, but that looks pretty good from my perspective. And then with 37, this breakpoint is maybe a little more interesting, but I'm not seeing any multi-hit items. We have a wand I'm not that interested in. Rusty shield with minus poison damage. Boo. Yeah, I can't say... The change for Apocalypse 6 isn't really doing it for me. For the ultimate highest degree of difficulty change up, it feels a little lackluster. You know? You want the final difficulty to be something like truly impactful, I feel like. I mean, a movement point, some extra movement points. The Winged Helm, though, with minus 10 armor is pretty, that's the primary reason I would be buying it, is to add some durability. So I think we just pool our money. I don't think there's a thing that I want to... Well, actually, we'll grab that with the last of our money. And then I guess you should be more centered. You should be over here. I'll put you up here. Yeah, and then everybody takes out a sensor, and then we're kind of good to go. Here we go. So, Jordan, I am not opposed to re-rolling the shop. I wouldn't want you to get that impression by any means. It is one of those things where I try not to, if I can at all avoid it, because it is just money down the drain. Not to be too kind of like pessimistic, but... So let's see. So we got... Trying to decide where... We could definitely have... So let's see. I think I'm going to take the rest of the turn. Well, I'm going to slow these guys down just a touch. And then let's see how quickly we can take this thing out. The miss sensor early on is pretty not difficult to deal with. And then I think I'm gonna go full speed mode and see if we can take this one out. Yeah, and then we'll be good to deal with this little cluster here, and then I think this torch is gonna bounce back and forth between these two, I think. We'll just get rid of you. And then you still have 3 action points, but I don't think we're getting to a place where we can do much with those 3 action points. Let's just move to here, and then next turn will be a bigger turn. But yeah, the shop is very powerful. I think in this new world of economy, it is slightly less interesting. Wow, that breakpoint was not my favorite. I'm gonna spend a little bit of mana here just to zap these two, and then given the situation, I think I will probably also get rid of you and you. There we go. The runners are going to be a pain in the butt. That's for sure. All right, we're going to clean up these 2 clusters. with Torge here. And then probably come over here to do some work on these two. Probably should have used the some orb attacks to finish these two off before we moved. Yeah, we would have had one more. And then we've spent enough mana to take advantage of the mana potion. %'d Sly too. Why do I feel like I don't even know what that game is, Joke? Well, I apologize, but let's see. Aim for the speedy ones. That's the There we go. Doing work over here on Anita. But so you're still really enjoying the Steam Deck, eh? I'm so happy to hear it. I've never been much for mobile gaming, but it certainly I certainly understand the allure. I think we cool it a bit here because we definitely have plenty of things that need attending to. I don't quite have what it takes to get across, do I? Oh, I can get across this way though. Okay, we'll have to come back to this, but we're pretty mobile over here, and that gives us the isolated here. And then I think we got a little shield boy that's really kind of throwing a wrench in the works. Oh, interesting. Somehow it completely didn't show up on my radar, but sounds fun for sure. Ooh, that was a very disappointing breakpoint day. You may or may not know what anthropomorphic means. It's got to be one of the two, right? So let's see. So I think, yeah, it's decent. If it took out a few, that would have been nice. But I guess we move back here. All right, another turn used and abused. All right, 72 baddies remain. So I wanted to get into a place where I could get both of these bats, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna pepper them a little bit. I think I'll probably use a catapult over here, but we'll see. I don't want, if I can avoid using mana right now, I think that's, oops, that's the way to go. So, so anthropomorphic would mean that it has, like, say, animals that appear like humans or act like humans. That would be my understanding. Does that sound about right? Okay, and then over here, I think we're going to use another one of these. We need some multi-hit in our life, I think. That's what I'm feeling most strongly. But even without the multi-hit, Torge number 7 here is doing work. You absolutely should. You absolutely should. All right, so we're gonna have to start doing a bit of a fighting retreat here to make sure that we don't get any unwanted panic, any pesky unwanted panic. We still have 12 mana regen. Yeah, we got one more blaze in us. So I think I'm gonna put it here and hope that these two get absolutely wrecked. Nice. And then I think just because it's gonna be hard for our scepter wielder to make it up here, I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so what's the play here? Oh, maybe I'll start over here. This is mostly going to focus on bats, I think, here. So let's see, I have 3 actions left. I kind of want to get you. Hopefully get you. And then just finish you off. Alright, we might take a hit. Our walls might take a like little tap or something like that, but you can't do anything. Everybody's out of range, and now we just have to do some work over here. Let's see. Like I said, I don't want to spend mana if I can avoid it. Well, let's move to here, because if we get that, then we get a couple of stabs. Then we can just back up a little bit, and we're relatively resilient. So what do you think of playing Last Spell on a small screen? That seems very challenging to me. I mean, clearly you make it work, because you're pushing some Apocs yourself. Let's see. I think again. There we go. Pistol shot to clean you up. Oh. Should have probably moved around a bit before I use that pistol shot. I'm not thinking about that. We have a little bit of mana to spend here, so don't mind if I put a bunch on notice. Let's see, you're making it to the wall. Nobody else is making it to the wall. So let's just come around here and make sure that you don't make it to the wall. There we go. All right, you still have actions. Can't understate the value of fatality. Simply cannot. Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I had one more there, and I do, but I have one more action point, but not the ability to utilize it. Let's see, we'll start out with this. I think this Torge needs the love. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually, Jokewa. I always think of it as a small screen, but I guess the percentage of your field of view that it takes up is the most critical kind of like value to think about. All right, and I think this Torge is like way ahead at 125 versus 136. Oh, actually, no, this Torge is still lagging, so open season over here for Torge number 2. And then obviously this guy is just roasted. All right, it was clean. Don't think we even took any wall damage. Oh, a little disappointed. Anita is a whopping 101 XP off from level. Okay. Great sensor placement for this night. That's going to be very nice for us. We are rich. And then for armor, I know we don't have a lot of helms, but I wouldn't want to give this one to Anita. I think we're going to probably roll that. Accuracy, resistance reduction, and damage. That Stingy Turtle Charm is pretty solid, but I feel like we can do better, potentially. Crit power and accuracy on that. 2 multi-hits, an action point. Oh my absolute word. Those boots are bananas. And propagation damage. Woo. There's a power spike for you. Holy cow. Happy Christmas Torch. Going from no trinket to a 2 action points and 1 multi-hit. Yeah, iMega. That was a spicy one right there. Woo. Now, I did see these Warlock Greaves. They have block, armor, and mana regen. I actually kind of like these for our now poisonous character, Anita. I want to get her a little more capable. And then the damage on these can go on anybody. You would be losing crit, but it would get your damage into the positive, so I think we'll do that. That would be a really good quality of life change, Jokewa, as a side note. I would be very happy with a change to that accord. I will take the momentum. And then accuracy is in a pretty good place. Damage, let's start getting our damage rolling a little bit. Our damage has been falling off just a touch. Now, over here, we're going for kind of a momentum build. Longer weapons made a lot of sense. Hey, Jacob. Yes, we started stream a little early because I have dinner plans at 6 p.m. here time. So decided to start off a little early on stream. Gonna finish a little early, but we're doing a little Apocs 6 Glenwall. So no complaints there. So getting rid of this focus ring is going to be a nice change up. But what do we want in the meantime? We could go bodybuilder, but it's not doing us any good if we're sticking with pistol scepter. Glass cannon seems ill-advised. Coagulation's not doing much work. Yeah, Doodle. Taking everybody to dinner. What can I say? I think Lone Wolf is pretty good here. Because we're going to be, like, in the thick of things. And it seems like we've been pretty spread thin. So, critical doesn't work on propagation damage. So, I think we roll here looking for propagation damage. We'll take the ranged increase just because it works on one of our things. But I think we're better off taking damage here. And not focusing on crit. Initiator is our next pickup. That is going to make Torge an absolute monster. Now, it's time to get production buildings built, I reckon. What do we want? Or do we want to just go straight into the inn? Maybe getting another character ASAP is a good idea. Yeah, we probably do want to. It's distinctly possible we won't find anyone to recruit or won't be able to afford anyone to recruit. You are a juggler, hardy, with elf blood. That's a pretty nice combo. I like the elf blood. I like the juggler. We do have... No, that isn't exactly how I should have done that. Because I have a worker here. I can spend 2 workers here, but I could have activated all of them if I hadn't wasted on that. So I have not played Battle Brothers, Jacob. I am very familiar with it because it is all over Filthy Robot's channel. I don't know if you're familiar with Filthy Robot, and The primary thing I know about it, and this is not to be like overly critical of the game, is just that I feel like Filthy Robot is a great YouTube creator who spends a lot of time playing that game because it's clearly an insanely good game. But his viewership on the Battle Brothers videos is super low compared to the rest of his channel, which is an unfortunate thing. I really like this Mithril Sword. I'm kind of trying to decide. We didn't quite get to Florian, who I was like, oh, Florian is nice at level 5. I don't really want to go with a level 4 character. We'd have to pick up another 21 gold if we were gonna get that going. And I don't think we would have been a lot closer if I had not misappropriated this last worker. But I did. Hindsight is 2020. So I think we probably, like, the Mithril Sword is so good. So good. Even with minus momentum, very, very strong. So maybe we just invest in our 3 folks, and then tomorrow will be pick up a person. Tomorrow, so this is tonight. Tomorrow will be pick up. That does cut it close. We'll really only get to 4. That may be okay though. I don't know how many we need, but let's buy some gear. Oh, more multi-hits. Torge already is full on trinkets because I didn't pick up Runic Gift because it's not accessible, so we're not going to be picking that up. The reinforced heavy armor is not great. This is a time where I might re-roll the shop. But let's get this allocated first. Where are you? Whoops. I'm just spreading people to the wind here. All right, so you desperately needed a better sword. Oh, wow. A 100-hour campaign is rough. Aw. This is a message from Joe Kaywood, everyone. Little seal action. Love to see it. For context, for those who are watching on Twitch or YouTube, I wrote some code that allows people in the Discord to see a full unified Twitch and YouTube version of the chat, and also you can share images from there. Although I have to approve them, so. No funny business, but if you're at all curious about the Discord where we talk about last spell strategy, etc., you can find it there. I'll paste it in YouTube as well if anyone is interested. Shameless plugging over. Where were we? Let's see. Shield with minus health. Don't love the minus health on that one. I would love to start getting some shields for Anita just to make her a little more durable. Anita's kind of our new, like, middle ground. I'll put you up here, leave you down here. We love to plug. Do we, Doodle? I kind of hate it. I have a strong desire to just kind of, like, let come what may and not shamelessly plug, but I know it's good for me, like vegetables. Now, why I put a door on the one side that isn't getting attacked is a question that I will beg you not to ask. But I think given this is an almost free upgrade, so I think we should do it on, we should have done it on this one. Holy cow. What am I even doing? This one is free. There we go. No, we love it. All right, so noted. So noted. I appreciate it. All right, we're not going to get anything out of the inn. We have 49 gold left to spend. What weak links do we have? Ooh, this level 2 mithril pistol is pretty nice. How much does your pistol sell for, Torge? How much would we have to go into debt? This would get us to 54, so we need to sell like one more item. This worn light armor, no, that's actually pretty good. I don't know if this action point is doing us much good. The life turtle charm, though, is basically garbage. All right, I think if we sell both of these, we're right on the money for a new pistol. That's good. That's, I mean, that way I have plausible deniability, Joe Kaler, right? I don't have to worry about it because someone else is doing it for me. So that's merciful if nothing else. And then I guess that was a misclick too. Jeez. All right, we'll start with this. I'm gonna have Torge come in and just take out this sensor. I don't think we have to do too much to get rid of it. We are at the 250 threshold. I'm gonna put you over here to take care of that one, and we'll just go with this. Let's see, we are at, okay.